everyone, thank you so much for clicking on my video today. Today in my video we are going to wax our eyebrows. I'm going to show you guys how I groom and wax and shape my eyebrows. So if you want to see how I do that, keep on watching. So disclaimer, I want to put it out there before we get started that I am not telling you to go out and buy wax and wax your eyebrows. I am strictly just showing you how I maintain my brows and how I wax my brows. I have been doing this for the better part of 2 years, for the most part by myself. So I am very comfortable with waxing myself, but if you are not comfortable waxing yourself, if you're not comfortable doing this, then don't. I do not recommend anyone doing this unless you are completely okay with the repercussions of waxing yourself. You can burn yourself. You can really mess up the shape of your brows. So I do not recommend people to go out and do this. I always say go to a professional. It will be easier for you. But like I said, I have been doing this on myself for the better part of 2 years. I'm very comfortable and I have become very good at doing myself. So with that being said, we are going to continue on with this video. I just wanted to put that out there. I am going to clip back my hair because getting wax in my weave is not a good look. Nobody want wax in their weave. Alright, so I zoomed you guys in so you can see what we are working with. My brows look very rough right now. My unibrow is coming in. Please do not judge the fact that I have no makeup on. So the first thing that you're going to need is some form of a clarifying solution so you can clean the area that you are about to wax. You need to clean your skin. I like using the clarifying lotion from Clinique in the number 1. Number 1 is for people with dry skin. I use this when I am cleaning the areas that I'm going to wax. I really enjoy using that. But you can use any kind of clarifying lotion that you might have. I don't recommend using alcohol because it dries you out a little too much. But yeah, like any kind of clarifying lotion would work. So I like to take my clarifying lotion on like a cotton round. And I like to just, like I said, clean around the area in which I am about to wax. Like I said, you want to make sure you get off any lotion or anything like that that you might have on your skin, and dirt. You don't want your skin to be dirty because we're trying to avoid like bacteria and all that. So now that the brows are clean, we can start the waxing process. I use the brand GG. I use a GG wax. I will probably insert a picture now of the wax I actually use. Alright, so I use the GG Facial Honey Wax, the GG Petite Applicators, and then the GG Petite Natural Muslin Strips. First thing I like to do is grab a spoolie, and I like to just brush through my hairs, making sure like they kind of all are uniform and going in the same direction. Then I like to take a really tiny bead of wax on my applicator. Please make sure that your wax isn't too runny. If it's dripping off the applicator, that means it's too hot and you need to let it cool off. So I take that really tiny bead and I like to spread a very thin layer, pulling the wax in the direction in which my hair grows. So if you notice, my hair grows down that way. So that's the way you're going to pull your wax when you're applying it with the applicator. Next, you're going to take your muslin strip. I'm going to place it, pressing it into the wax. You want to make sure that that strip is adhering to the wax. And next, I'm going to tug on my skin in the direction in which my hair grows. And I'm going to pull the muslin strip in the opposite direction. And that's how you're going to get the maximum amount of hair pullage. So then I like to go in with some tweezers, and I like to pluck any hairs that might not come out with the wax or I might have missed. And that's what you see me doing here. So I'm going to speed up the camera, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to apply the wax, a very thin layer. Make sure it's not too runny. Then I'm going to take my muslin strip, pressing it into the wax, making sure it's really adhering. I'm going to pull my skin and then pull the wax strip in the opposite direction of how my hair grows. And now I'm going to brush my hair down, come and work on the top part. And I do this so I don't accidentally wax any hairs that I don't want to. And then I'm going to place the wax, very thin layer, make sure it's not too runny or hot. And then I'm going to place my muslin strip, pulling my skin in the direction in which my hair grows. And then I'm going to pull the muslin strip in the opposite direction. And once again, you're going to see me do the same thing. Wax, muslin strip, pressing it in very nicely, pulling my skin in the direction where my hair grows, and then pulling the muslin strip in the opposite direction. So we're going to do a little bit of a different technique on this eyebrow. And I recommend the technique I'm about to do on this eyebrow for those who are not 100% comfortable with waxing themselves. I obviously am very comfortable waxing myself because I can just freehand it. But if you're not that comfortable waxing yourself, this is what I recommend. I recommend actually mapping out your brow. And essentially what that is you go in with an eyebrow pencil and actually draw where you want your wax lines to be. So I'm going to do that. Just like so. So you see the line that I drew underneath? It's my guideline. So I know that I am not going to wax underneath that line. And then on top, draw another guideline. And you know, anything within your map, you do not wax. So I just quickly do a sketch of my brow, but you can really go in there and like draw a line, like map it from here. This is where your eyes just go, and put like a line, and then map out your arch, and then map out your tail if you really want to be really intricate. But like I said, I'm someone who has a natural shape, so this is how I do it. And you just go in, and you just go in and map yourself out. Awesome. Alright, so taking a really tiny bead, as you see, I am going to place the wax on the outside of that line, making sure I do not cross that line, because that line is my safe barrier. And I'm going to take my muslin strip, make sure I'm pressing that in really well, and pulling my skin out in the direction of which my hair grows. And then I'm going to pull the muslin strip in the opposite direction. And I do like to fold the strip sometime in half and just dab out some of that excess wax. And now you see me taking my tweezers and plucking any additional hairs that did not come out with the muslin and the wax strip. And then you're going to see me place another bead of wax, making sure I do not cross my barrier line. And then I'm going to take that muslin strip, pressing it in, pulling my skin in the direction in which my hair grows, and then pulling the muslin strip in the opposite direction. And then dabbing out any excess wax. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to brush my hair down so I don't accidentally wax some of those. And then I'm going to place the wax on the outside of the barrier. Place my muslin strip, making sure I'm pressing that muslin strip in. Pulling my skin in the direction in which my hair grows, which is down. And then pulling the strip in the opposite direction. And I'm going to do the same exact thing up top. Like I said, as long as you don't cross the barrier line, you shouldn't have any issues with this technique, and you shouldn't accidentally wax anything you're not supposed to. So now with a cotton round and my clarifying lotion, I'm going to clean off that eyeliner and that makeup. And I'm going to work on my unibrow area, and it's super simple for me. I place the wax going upward because my hair grows up towards my forehead. And I'm going to place my muslin strip, pressing it in, and I'm going to pull on my forehead upward and pull down. Now that's just how my hair grows. I know some people's hair grows the opposite direction, and then you'll just do it the opposite way. You'll place your wax, and then you'll pull down towards your nose, and then you would pull upwards, but my grow in the opposite direction. So I place my wax, press my strips, pull on my forehead, and then pull down. I like to go in with a aloe vera gel just to kind of soothe my skin. I actually use the Suddenly Smooth, and I got this from Sally's forever ago, but you can use any kind of aloe vera gel that you might have. And I just squeeze it on the back of my hand, and I take a clean Q-tip, and I literally just go over the areas that I just waxed, just so any irritation I might get or might have, this helps. And it feels so cooling and soothing. Feels very good on the skin. And I leave this on here for, I don't know, like about 5 minutes. I do wipe it off. You don't have to wipe it off. Sometimes I don't. Like if I'm not leaving the house, I'll just leave it on. And it kind of just like disappears into the skin. And then when I go and wash my face later, that's when I take it off. But this is all that I do. Thank you guys so much for clicking on my video today. I hope that you found some of my tips and tricks helpful. Something that you can possibly implement on yourself. But like I said, disclaimer, I do not recommend someone waxing themselves if they are not comfortable doing so. Do not force yourself to do something that isn't natural to you. Go to see a professional. Let them do your brows if you are not 100% comfortable. If you do not have a natural shape like I do, go see a professional. Let them give you a shape, and then you can maintain it. Do not try to create a brand new shape on your face if you are not a professional. You can really mess yourself up and really have uneven brows. With that being said, thank you so much for clicking on my video today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I upload another video. And thank you so much. I don't know where I was going with that. But thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.